Hello Libra, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane, and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Libra for the week of October 25th. So Libra, let's go ahead and get into it. Do keep in mind that this is a general reading. Take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Libra, I do not do personal readings, so if you get a DM from somebody that is not me, that is somebody impersonating me, please do keep that in mind. And I also do daily content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Happy early Halloween to you. And if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Let's see what we have here, Libra. All right, let me make sure everything is in view, and we'll get right into it for you. All right. That looks just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom. You have the Eight of Swords. So this is somebody who is potentially trapped in fear right now. This is somebody who's having a hard time seeing the road ahead. As you can see, this person here is blindfolded. But more importantly, this person is also, not only are they blindfolded, but they are in a sword imprisonment. This is the idea that your thoughts right now could be getting in the way of you moving forward towards something. Could be getting in the way of progress, if you will. And this sword imprisonment, each sword represents a thought, right? And so it's all about self-imposed restrictions. What are you doing to trap yourself in a situation where you're having trouble moving forward? That's what the Eight of Swords tells you. And what this could mean, Libra, for you is, as we get this Eight of Swords on the bottom, could mean that with this Two of Pentacles in the middle, that you know you have a decision to make, you know you have a choice to make, and you're weighing all of the options. And have you ever, I'm sure you have, I'm a Libra, and this is not how all Libras are, but this is how many Libras are. But have you ever been in a decision or in a situation where you have to make a decision and you go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and it's this feeling of paralysis around indecision? That's what I feel like potentially may be going on here for you, where you're going back and forth on something. And I also I got like a very big ear pop, as I said. I connected this to Libra, the indecision that maybe Libra has. And so I think some of you are going to really resonate with that. Obviously, the natal chart is big. You know, not every Libra is going to have issues with indecision, but I feel like some of you are weighing options right now. You're juggling choices, weighing decisions, and it could be leaving you feeling paralyzed here. With this Eight of Swords on the bottom, I do feel like this is probably a pretty big decision. You know that in the future there's going to be a transformation based on what choice you make here. If that's not resonating right now, what could be going on here is that there's a change in money. Okay, Two of Pentacles can indicate juggling or fluctuating wealth. By default, it's a good change, and you have really nice Pentacles cards around it. The 9, the 10, the Ace, all amazing Pentacles, some of the best ones that you can get. And so if anything, I do feel like it's looking pretty good for your financial situation if I had to make a choice here. Now, in the past, you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Justice card, and the Queen of Swords. So this Ace of Pentacles is a new start in money, okay? In the past, you may have felt like you had some sort of new beginning that came into your life. This could be in any area relating to the material. It doesn't necessarily have to be around money coming in. This can represent getting a car that you've been wanting, getting into an apartment that you've wanted, getting a house, getting a loan to get into school, or something like that. Anything of the material here. Some of you getting a new start in the past. And what I really like to see here is, first of all, we have a lot of Libra energy with the Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and just that opening message that I had that felt very prominent. This Justice card here is the Libra card. In the tarot, you can see that the scales are coming back in, weighing options, weighing the decision here on the scale. But more importantly, the Justice card says that you will ultimately get the outcome you deserve, because this is a card of karma, indicating that the choices you've made up to this point are now being weighed out and balanced. And it's sort of like, you can think of the Justice card as like the divine quartz or the divine scales, sort of balancing out, tipping in one way or the other. And for you, this is especially so. Now, what I really like to see here is this row with the Justice, the Two of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. I don't always read the rows. I typically read direct diagonals and columns, but this row is really nice for your financial situation. I do feel like some of you have been looking to have something work out, and it could end up happening based on this progression of cards here in the middle. Now, and by the way, this middle is like sort of your current situation, what's going on in the world right now for you. In the subconscious, you have this Queen of Swords here, which is, again, somebody who is an air sign, could be any air sign, but this is somebody who is taking bold action, okay? Somebody who's cutting through any challenges, any drama, any issues, and they are, as I like to say, the Queen of Swords is the assassin in the tarot. They really get down to business, and they don't let anyone get in their way. And that's what I feel like maybe some of you are moving towards right now. Now, in the current situation, you have the Nine of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. So it looks very good. Be careful of somebody potentially coming back in from the past. Now, this doesn't have to be bad. This could be a friend that you haven't spoken to in a while with the Six of Cups. This could be an opportunity that was maybe brought up in the past, but now it's coming back up for review. It could be an ex coming back in. For some reason, I don't know that that's what it is. I don't feel like that's what it is. I mean, certainly some of you, the choice that you're weighing could be, do I get back or with my ex, or do I go towards different timelines? Some of you could certainly be weighing that option. However, I just feel like for many of you, it's something else. It could mean that you're reflecting on good memories, sort of nostalgia in some way. It's important not to stay too far in the past. Don't stay in the past too long. But overall, I don't feel like, I don't get a negative energy with that Six of Cups. Now, you have this Nine of Pentacles here. What's been on your mind is financial independence, okay? What's been on your mind here is growing something that will prosper, planting seeds that grow into fruit that then allow you to sustain yourself, which is what the Nine of Pentacles is all about. This is an amazing card of abundance, because who doesn't like to be financially independent, right? So I really like this because we have this Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. In the future, we have the Ten of Pentacles here. In the future, we have the Death card, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. So I'm going to start with this Ten of Pentacles. Not only do you have that 2 as well next to it. Now, if you get the Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles next to each other or with each other in some way, that typically means that like there's going to be a tip. The scale is going to tip towards more abundance for you, okay? Because this Ten of Pentacles is a chest overflowing. It's like you've reached the end of the pentacle suit and you're now given some sort of abundance here. This can mean family money being passed through generation, inheritances, estates, anything like that. Could also mean just an increase in your financial resources or your abundance, in investments as paid off, something like that going on here. And you also have this Hierophant, some of you potentially getting an inheritance or it's coming in or something like that, like that's been on your mind. If that's not resonating here, this Hierophant could mean that some of you are weighing a marriage decision, and that's what's keeping you like blindfolded here with this Eight of Swords, where it's like, do I do this? Or even if you are already engaged, maybe you're deciding like, how much do we want to spend on the wedding? Because this could be a traditional card of marriage, something like that going on. There's something around, the other thing about this Hierophant, it could be the place that you work, your organization, anything like that. But regardless, you have this Death card, which is really not a card to be afraid of. It just means that there are big changes coming, and they don't have to be negative. In fact, this is you taking a leap towards new energy. This is you taking the reins, if you will, and making a transformation in your life. So I love this reading so far. Let's go ahead and start to clarify. If you're enjoying this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, drop a comment to let me know what you think, and maybe share this video with a friend who would be interested. I also really appreciate you being here, Libra. Thank you for spending your time with me. I hope things are going well for you. And also check out my website to sign up for my email list. There's a link to that in the description below. It's the first thing you'll see on my website. So let's see what we have here. All right, so we have one card that wants to come forward here, another card, and there was another one here. Okay, so there we go. Okay, wow, Odin, Psychic Insight. Your third eye is open, see truth for what it is, follow your intuition. This has not been a card that's come forward recently for the collective, but it's all about using your intuition, obviously. We all have psychic insight. I'm not special here in terms of my psychic ability on YouTube. I've just honed it using the tarot. You can do the same thing. You have Kuan Yin, care and compassion, choose to be loved, do what is right for everyone involved, offer a helping hand, and the divine director. Very powerful energy, intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. You know, I always say, I'm going to keep saying it, but when I get that divine director energy, it's like this feeling of like schedule changes, people coming into my life that are, you know, have a message or you know, show me a different way of viewing something. It's been a strong energy in my life when I pull that card. So I definitely always like to see that for people. Perfect timing, perfect. What else do we have here? Remain positive. And what else is going on here? Unlikely. Okay, so what I feel like is going on here is you're not, it's almost like right now with this unlikely message and remain positive, it's like almost like you're not expecting positive things to happen because of this Eight of Swords on the bottom. You're in that sort of potentially imprisonment of negativity. And what the cards are saying is this, whatever decision that you're weighing here, whatever option you're looking at, is going to happen in perfect timing, in divine timing. And just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. That's just divine timing at play, okay? So sometimes things have to line up in the timeline. You have this 10 of Wands, Knight of Wands, and the 3 of Wands. Wow, Wands energy. Okay, so enterprise potentially here on your mind. Some of you, the option that you're weighing here is a travel or something like that. With the 3 of Wands and the Knight of Wands, both can be travel cards. And I do feel like you're going to make a smart decision about that if like this is something you've been stressing about. I don't know, maybe some of you are stressing about holiday travel already, whether it's Thanksgiving or Christmas or something like that going on. I know we're a ways away from those two events, but maybe some of you are just thinking about something like that. Or what's going on is what's stressing you out is a move, like moving to a new location, whether you're looking to move cross country or move to a new city or a location or an apartment or something like that, could be at play here. 3 of Wands does suggest that you are, you know, looking to grow and expand. There's growth and expansion here on the horizon. And I don't know, this whole thing is like becoming a burden here. It's almost like with all this really positive Pentacles energy, it's like there's new sort of money available or new sort of abundance available, but at the same time you're dealing with something. That's what I feel like saying here. Yeah, wow, Ace of Pentacles. We had it down here, now we have it again. We have this Page of Swords and the King of Wands. Wow, so Knight and the King of Wands, all these Wands energies here. So some of you potentially are entrepreneurs, some of you are self-employed. The King of Wands is the entrepreneur of the tarot. It is somebody who is the most passionate person in the room. I love that card in a career business context. It's somebody who's skilled as well, somebody who's sort of well sought after in career situations, for sure. And sorry about that if you heard that chime there, but somebody who is, you know, somebody who commands a lot of respect in the workplace because of the things that they can do. And with that 6 of Cups, I feel like people are recognizing that there's something here about delays. Okay, there's something here about delays with the Page of Swords and this 8 of Swords and unlikely, remain positive, perfect timing. There's something about time here that's stressing you out because the Page of Swords can indicate a delay. That's why I feel like you're like really deciding on what you can do, but sometimes you just have to throw it up to the universe and just say, hey, I'm willing to receive, you know. That's what I feel like saying. You have this 4 of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and the 2 of Swords again. Or wait, no, sorry, 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords. Yeah, some of you are just really indecisive right now. There's something here that's heavy on your mind. it's become a burden, and it's relating to time. You can see this diagonal here with the Ten of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Two of Swords. You have these two messages, and I don't know if you can tell, but this Justice card, there's a blindfold here. There's a blindfold on this Two of Swords, and now on the Eight of Swords. You know, here's the deal. Sometimes, like, it's almost like whatever you're trying to, like, see right now is almost like it's not that you're not ready to see it. It's just that the timing hasn't lined up. Whatever it is that you're trying to see. There is good situations coming in, though. The Ten of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles is money, ching ching. Like, that is, Pentacles is financial or material related news or good news coming in, offers coming in relating to the material. And under that is the Ten of Pentacles, which is total abundance. It's the full manifestation of the Suit of Pentacles. So there's some sort of abundance coming in here for you. And I feel like with that Death card and the Four of Swords, it's like maybe time for you to just not try to force things, okay? Like, make sure you're taking time for rest. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. Make sure you're paying attention to your dreams at this time. Because, look, you're being guided here with this Divine Director and all of this other energy with perfect timing, remain positive, unlikely, all of that. You're being guided. So let's see what else we have. Okay, you have Thief, High Honor, Coffin, Bad Health, Main Male, and Official Person. Okay. So this is just going to work out suddenly. It's like suddenly something is going to finally happen. Like, it's almost like this feeling of getting unstuck with unlikely, remain positive, perfect timing, and sudden wealth. This is around, for some of you, around an inheritance with Bad Health, Coffin, Thief. Like, I feel like this has already happened, so don't stress about it. The other thing about these cards is they can't really be taken literally, because, like, the Bad Health card, the author even says that the Bad Health card is the sex card because it's the only card that has the bed symbolism on it. So it's like you can't really, like, allow these cards to upset you. This is just like a small guidance to help you along your day. And gift, sudden wealth, and all of these timing cards, something's working out with a gift or an inheritance or something. If that's not what's going on here, what else is happening is you are getting seriously recognized with the King of Wands, High Honor, and Official Person. Doesn't matter what gender you are, by the way. These are just masculine energies, and this could come with a pay bump or a higher paying job. So this looks amazing. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, check out my website. Very grateful to the people donating down below. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you in the next one.